Sudan faces one of the world's worst and most overlooked crises, with millions displaced and families torn apart. Yet, Sudanese applicants still face unequal, unjustified delays in accessing safety in Canada.
As Jeff Semple reports, some people have died waiting to come to Canada.
In Sudan's civil war, children are paying a heavy price. The conflict has spawned the world's largest displacement crisis, and around half of those forced to flee the fighting in Al-Fashir are children, like Anas Mohammed. His grandmother motions with her hand for him to come into the tent because she says he lost his hearing after an explosion near their house.
We're also seeing children who've been psychologically scarred, children who've seen family members killed, children who've gone through violence themselves.
Among the children displaced by the violence is 5-year-old Canadian Ronnie Ahmad-Aldin. He was born in Sudan, and his Canadian father died from lung cancer in 2021. Ronnie's mother says they're living temporarily in Egypt, but face deportation back to their war-torn home. There is no home for us to go back to, she says. The situation is not safe. It's too dangerous for a child. Ronnie has a Canadian passport, but his Sudanese mother's application to come to Canada was rejected. After Sudan's civil war erupted, she applied again on humanitarian grounds. My son does not have access to education, health care, the basic rights that every child should have, she says. In February, the Canadian government announced plans to resettle 4,000 Sudanese refugees by the end of the year and support around 10,000 others through private sponsorships and family reunification. But Sudanese Canadians say the processing times have been painfully slow and the delays can be deadly.
Some of the people lost their loved ones while waiting for the applications to be processed.
Sudanese Canadian Ishmael Adam says his cousin was killed when an artillery shell struck his house. His parents and siblings have applied to come to Canada with Adam as their financial sponsor. They've waited 9 months for the family to be approved.
It's slow. There is a lot of bureaucracies, and it seems like the government is not, putting any effort, to expedite the process.
Instead, he says, the government seems focused on striking trade deals, including with the UAE, the same country accused of supporting Sudan's militia, responsible for widespread ethnic violence targeting civilians, including children. Jeff Semple, Global News, Toronto.